Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hobbs Lady Eagle Basketball from the Walmart Digital, One Radio Square, and Eagle 100.5 Sports. Lady Eagle Basketball is brought to you by NMR Pipeline, Thriftway and La Tienda Grocery Stores, Hydratech Services, The Coffee House, RMS Foods Incorporated, The Outlaw Grill, Albertsons Market, and Eunice Pump and Supply. We're live on Eagle 100.5 KEJL Humble City Hobbs, K263AZ Hobbs, also on the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome to Tasker Arena. I'm TJ Miracle alongside the voice of the Lady Eagles, Dawn Morgan. So, Dawn, here we are getting ready for a top 10 matchup tonight between the number 1 Lady Eagles and the number 7 Las Cruces Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, much anticipated as the Hobbs girls are coming off of a big win and lots of confidence with that Albuquerque APS tournament that took place over the weekend. Their last game was on Saturday, 66-57 final score in that championship game to take that tournament. Puts them at 14-2 on the season, and as you said, ranked number 1 in 5A in the state of New Mexico. And I tell you what, they have been looking very sharp. Their only 2 losses have come to Texas teams, Lubbock Cooper early on in the season, and then against Laredo, Texas in the championship game of the holiday tournament. And I know that the Lady Eagles, that stung, that smarted, and that put a little bit of a chip on their shoulder and gave them a little bit of, I think, extra motivation to really get sharp, to make sure that what they want to do is waltz through the rest of this season, especially when it comes to district, and then get into that state tournament again. That's, I'm sure, what is driving them.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. And the APS Metro tournament was really a good sounding board for where they stand with the rest of the elite teams in the state. I was actually talking to Rio Rancho Athletic Director Bruce Carver earlier today, and, he mentioned that that the Hobbs Lady Eagles looked like they were just, absolutely going to storm. And, of course, with Mr. Carver, Coach Carver being up there for many, many years now, he said, I really thought Sandia would give them a better game. And that's not that it was a bad game in the championship of that Metro tournament.
Right.
But, Hobbs still managed to run away with that pretty good. I mean, I think most people actually kind of thought that was going to be a Volcano Vista Hobbs matchup, and didn't come out that way with Sandia, moving through as well as Hobbs. But then Hobbs, of course, getting that big win.
Right. Just by 9 points. It wasn't like it was a big runaway game, but certainly a solid enough win to give them that confidence and give them, a chance tonight to feel like they've got the home court, they've got the advantage. The Lady Bulldogs come into this one 10-3 on the season, and they're ranked number 7 in 5A in New Mexico. They're coming off of a win, 63-25, a pretty good drubbing of Roswell High. And next up for them will be a week from, it'll be Friday the 13th. They've got a little bit of a lull. So this Friday the 13th, they're going to be home against Deming. Their losses, by the way, have come to Volcano Vista, to Organ Mountain, to La Cueva. I mean, those are the only 3 losses that they have had in their season. So the Lady Bulldogs are coming in this one pretty solid and salty and confident as well.
Well, they are, and they have beat every other team in Hobbs's district. I was looking earlier, and I know they beat Carlsbad twice. They also, as you mentioned, beat Roswell High, and I'm pretty sure they beat Clovis too. So they're trying for the District 4-5A sweep here, so
right.
to speak. And Hobbs wants to keep that from happening.
And, of course, they are, Hobbs and Las Cruces, in different districts. But both of these teams are seeing this as a pretty good tune-up for the playoffs. Both of these teams have their sights set on, their district doing well in their district, maybe hoping to win their district and then move on in the state playoffs. So Hobbs girls, of course, under head coach Joe Carpenter. The Las Cruces Lady Bulldogs under head coach Lori Selby. And we'll run down the rosters. We'll take a couple of minute break, run down your rosters, and talk a little bit about this game, get it started right here from Tasker Arena. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and you're listening to and watching Hobbs Lady Eagle Basketball. And welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. We actually have been broadcasting, showing you video, and having the games on, and not just Hobbs teams, but eight teams countywide now?
10.
10 teams countywide on YouTube for how many years?
3 now.
3 years, yeah. This is not something new. And we're here at Tasker Arena for a game tonight. Hobbs girls hosting Las Cruces Lady Bulldogs. And let's run to the roster, starting with your visitors. Number 1 is Beth Z. Quinones. Number 3 is Ryan Rodriguez. Number 11 is Mercedes Willis. Number 12 is Araya Duran. 13 is Samantha Falcon, or Falcone, maybe. Number 14 is Katrina Coulier. Number 15 is Lila Ishida. Number 21 is Danae Pacheco. Number 23 is Emma Cristiano. Number 24 is Sydney Pipkin. 25 is Jaden Luna. And 32 is Yesenia Balin under head coach Lori Selby. Now, your Lady Bulldogs are more than just a 3-person team, but your top 3 players, at least showing up in stats, are Lila Ishida. She's your shooter. She is averaging 17.2 points per game. Then Emma Cristiano is leading in rebounds, 5.4 per game. She's leading in assists, 4.6 per game, and in steals, 3.5 per game. So obviously, she's cleaning up the boards, she's feeding the ball, and she is stealing the ball. So she's got to be quick and athletic. And then Yesenia Balin is leading in field goal percentage, 48%, and in blocks, 0.5 per game. So, and they are a fairly seasoned team. They have 6 seniors on the roster, a couple of juniors, and the rest are sophomore and freshmen. For Hobbs, here's your roster. Number 4 is Madison Cepeda. Number 10 is Wisdom Anthony. Number 12 is Aliana Armitage. Number 14 is Brett Clay. Number 15 is Nakia Mojica. Number 20 is Bryn Hargrove. Number 22 is Kendall Cunningham. Number 23 is Jayla David. Number 24 is Carolina Size. Number 30 is Desiree Vasquez. Number 33 is Kaislyn Munoz. Number 34, Alana Bolton. And number 42, that is Tiana Richardson. And this, of course, is a younger team. In fact, Kaislyn Munoz is an 8th grader, and this is something that we have seen Coach Carpenter do for years now since he took over the girls program. He believes in spotting talent early on and bringing them up. If they're capable of hanging with the big girls, he puts them in. He at least gets them into JV and then brings them in off the bench so that they start getting seasoned and see significant minutes. But he really brings them up early, and he believes in, hey, you take care of your talent, but if somebody's out, if somebody's sick, if somebody's hurt, it's next girl up.
Well, yeah.
Got to be ready to come in and do your part off the bench.
Well, and he's got to have a fairly deep team, and he likes to have the young legs out there. Of course, experience counts too, but I mean, he's going to run the press almost all of the time, and so you need to have a deep team that you don't have a lot of fall off between your first string and your second string. And with the experience that he gets out of the younger players, that's a good thing. He's also, especially in comparison to this Las Cruces team, and I think it's going to be something that's going to bear watching tonight, Hobbs is a much larger team, as far as height and length, and with their ability to run the floor, probably their athleticism as well. I think Las Cruces may have a little trouble with them on the inside, but as we well know, when players and when teams start collapsing in on Hobbs into the lane to try and keep them out of the paint, that opens up their shooters on the outside. And this Hobbs girls team is not afraid. I don't think there's one on the floor that's afraid to jack a 3 when they get a chance.
Yeah, and we're looking at the starters for Las Cruces will be number 15, Ashida, number 21, Pacheco, number 23, Cristiano, number 25, Luna, and number 32, Balin. Your starters for Hobbs will be number 14, Brett Clay, number 15, Mojica, number 20, Hargrove, 22, Cunningham, and 23, David. So not a surprise for the Hobbs girls, for those starters, but Hobbs, again, very strong off the bench, and that's one of the keys always is conditioning and getting the girls accustomed to playing not just your starting 5, but being able to switch out, make those transitions no matter who's in the slots, no matter who's running the forward, no matter who's in the low post, in the high post, but getting everybody ready to transition and work well and teamwork no matter which 5 are on the floor at any given time.
Well, and that's going to be very important tonight because, of course, you do have a great opportunity tonight, to see where you stand against a really good team. But, yeah, if you can get more of your girls involved, that just gets them used to playing against extremely tough competition, which you're going to be facing as time moves forward.
So we have about a little over 6 minutes left on the pregame clock right now, and in just a couple of minutes, the girls, they'll pull them off and get them ready to line up, introduce the teams, and of course we'll have our national anthem and a school song. You can hear in the background, Taskervich is here and playing in fine form. A decent-sized crowd on both sides, and even a sprinkling of folks up here below the crow's nest up here in the mezzanine on this side. So we are, grateful to our sponsors, also grateful to the folks who come and support the Lady Eagles in person at these games. And of course, thank you for listening. And we'll take a break and to come back in just a few minutes. We'll be back with this game, Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5, proudly bringing it to you on the air, as well as on HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. Welcome back to Tasker Arena for Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan running our camera tonight. Haven't mentioned that. Thank you very much. Jonathan is here. We appreciate that as well. And we are getting ready for Hobbs versus Las Cruces High. Hobbs, we mentioned coming off of that win at the Albuquerque tournament on Saturday. Next up for them after tonight will be Friday the 20th.
That's right. They were originally supposed to play on Tuesday in Lubbock against Trinity Christian.
Right.
That game has been canceled. We were informed of that late this afternoon, and it was confirmed. That was actually Trinity who let us know that it was canceled, and then confirmed by the Hobbs Athletic Department. So that game originally supposed to happen, but now it won't be.
They are still going to play the boys game?
They are still going to play the boys game on Monday night at 5 o'clock here at Tasker Arena.
All right. So next up for the Hobbs girls, as I said, will be next Friday, the 20th. And they'll be hosting Artesia. It's non-district, of course. And then the Hobbs girls are scheduled to start district play on January 24th at Roswell. So, and in the district, of course, with Hobbs, Roswell High, Carlsbad, and Clovis. So they will play each team, each opponent twice, of course.
Yeah, the home and home.
Home and away, and of course we'll have all of those games for you right here on Eagle 100.5, as well as on HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. So we are probably just maybe less than a minute away from getting this one going as far as the national anthem, the school song, and then the introduction of teams. The Hobbs girls have left the floor. Las Cruces is using every single second. They came out on the court and started warming up before they even started the halftime, the pregame clock. and they're using every single second they have. I don't know that they're even going to go back in the locker room. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I would imagine they'll just stay out on the floor probably, and
So,
they're trying to get the range. I mean, it can be a little bit different. Tasker Arena, you know, we've played a lot of games down at Las Cruces High over the years. The gyms, the sight lines are not all that dissimilar, but when you get into a new place, a new gym, and especially, and I haven't been in Las Cruces' gym in probably 5 years, but when you've got the video boards and everything else, plus you've got Taskervich to deal with, they're probably just trying to get the feel for the court.
Sure. And that's what you want to do anytime you're on an unfamiliar court. And this is the first time that Las Cruces High has been here this season to play. This is the first time these two teams are meeting each other this season, as far as I know. Looked at both of the schedules. I didn't see them meet up at all, even in tournament play. So these, this is important. Plus, I mean, Tasker Arena brings with it a certain cachet, and a lot of times teams are happy to be here and happy to play in this gym. It's historic, and a lot of times they are finding their range and getting acclimated to it, but they're also, it's kind of a cool deal to play here a lot of times, especially with the atmosphere.
Well, it sure is. And Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by NMR Pipeline, Thriftway and La Tienda Grocery Stores, Hydrotech Services, Coffee House, RMS Foods Incorporated, The Outlaw Grill, Albertsons Market, and Eunice Pump and Supply here on KEJL Humble City Hobbs, K263AZ Hobbs, Eagle 100.5. Oh, we forgot, we're also on the Eagle 100.5 app and on Hobbs on the audio side of HobbsAmerica.com and OneRadiosquare.com. We're everywhere tonight.
A lot of places to see and hear this game, and we're very proud to be here and to bring it to you tonight. So we will take another break and be back as we get ready to tip this one off, Hobbs versus Las Cruces here at Tasker Arena. And for Jonathan and TJ Miracle, I'm Dawn Morgan. We'll be back with more Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And welcome back to Hobbs Girls Basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan on camera tonight. We're just about ready to tip this one off. Hobbs versus Las Cruces High, and your starters are on the floor. And on the tip, it's going to be controlled by Hobbs. Kendall Cunningham passing it off, and that's going to be to Brett Clay as she puts it up and in. First 2 points of the game makes it 2-0 Hobbs.
And just like that off the tip, Brett had a free lane. She took it on the left side, and Hobbs up early.
Lady Bulldogs moving the ball around outside the perimeter. Hobbs, good defense, keeping them out of the paint. Bounce pass in. Press to the lane. Girl ends up on the floor. I believe that's Ashita.
Yeah, Ashita tried to drive in, and nice job by Cunningham underneath. She just swatted that one away and said, nope, not here. And good control to keep from getting anything.
Cristiano passes it in to Ashita. She drives the lane, puts it up from the left. 2 points, and we're tied. Bryn Hargrove moving the ball down the court for Hobbs. Pulls up right side, outside the arc. Ooh, a bad pass, and Clay couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be a turnover for Hobbs. Ashita's got it, going the other way. Getting trapped up just a little bit. Passes it over to Cristiano out near midcourt. Cristiano looking. Passes over to Balin. Balin. It's kind of tipped away. Lady Bulldogs still with the ball. Working it over on the left outside the arc. Back to Cristiano. Top of the arc. Moving it over to Pacheco. Pacheco over to Luna. Luna over to the left. Hobbs girls still keeping them out of the paint. Ashita turns around and tosses a three from outside the arc, and nothing but net.
Yeah, WNBA distance on that one as they lost Ashita. She is the best player on this Las Cruces team, and Coach Carpenter immediately calls the 30-second timeout.
We'll just keep it right here.
Lady Eagles trailing 5-2.
Yeah.
As pretty good defense. They were keeping them out of the paint, but they lost the shooter.
That's
and
right.
Again, she let it fly and, got it to go.
The Las Cruces was doing exactly what they wanted to do, making quick passes so that they could work the ball, find somebody open, just like Ashita. We know she's their shooter. We said at the beginning that Ashita leads the team in scoring, 17.2 points per game, the average. So they know she's their shooter, and they're going to have to work on controlling her and not losing her, especially when the Lady Bulldogs start moving the ball. So inbounding, the Lady Eagles will have it. That's Bryn Hargrove bringing it across the midcourt. Passes it over, and Cristiano knocks it away out of bounds, but it'll stay Lady Eagle basketball.
And almost a kind of lazy little pass there. They're going to have to sharpen that up a little bit.
That's Mojica inbounding to Hargrove. Hargrove into Cunningham. Cunningham kicks it over to Brett Clay. She takes a three shot, a look from the left corner. It's in and out. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch, I think, by Jayla David.
Yeah, actually, they're going to call a foul on Hobbs on the rebound. They're going to whistle that one on Mojica, her first team foul as they call the push and give it back to Las Cruces.
It's on the floor. Las Cruces inbounds. That's going to be Cristiano moving the ball. Passes it off to Balin. Balin back around. Girls are passing it off and making a move inside as Cristiano backs out, gives it to Ashita. She's their shooter. She thinks about the three, pulls back, passes it off to Balin. Balin looking for room. And a pass into the lane is going to pop up. It was intended for Cristiano, but good work by Jayla David. And there's a pass over to Mojica. Mojica from the left arc, and she buries it for a three, and that ties the game.
And that was all based on the turnover.
Quickly moving the other way. Las Cruces with the ball. They're going to move it around the arc again. As Lady Eagles on, there's Ashita taking a shot, a three, and it bounces off. Good rebound by Kendall Cunningham, her first. Gives it back to the Lady Eagles. We're still tied, 5 apiece. As the Lady Eagles move it around, there's a pass over the head of Brett Clay on the left side. Just too much Wheaties, and it goes out of bounds, so that's going to be another turnover.
Yeah, Brett would have needed to have been about 6'5" to have corralled that one comfortably.
So Hobbs loses the ball. Lady Dogs have it. Pacheco's got it. Bounce pass into Cristiano. She pulls up, takes a shot from the top of the arc, and buries that. So 2 points for Cristiano.
Yeah, the 15-footer right from the free throw line. She just had a little space. She took the shot.
Hobbs going the other way. Bryn Hargrove takes a three-point shot from the right side, but it's no good. The The rebound, though, was brought down. That was Jayla David with the rebound.
Yeah,
and she gets fouled.
Yeah, she was in there fighting hard for it. So she'll go to the line for 2 as they're going to whistle that one on Ashita, her first personal, and it'll be the first team foul on Cruces.
And Jayla David from the free throw line puts it up, and it rolls in. She's got a point in the game, makes it 6-7. Lady Eagles are trailing, but Jayla's got a chance to tie it up right here. As coming out of the game, Mojica and Hargrove come out. And in the blocks, we've got two fresh let sets of legs. Jayla David buries that one as well. She's 2 for 2 from the line, ties it up 7-7. Lady Dawgs bringing it down. The pace, picking up that pace. They're keeping it pretty hot and heavy as Cristiano passes it, leaves it for Ashita. Back to Cristiano. Now back to Pacheco, to Ashita, drives the lane, tries to put up a shot in heavy traffic, and she goes down. We're going to get a foul called on Hobbs. They're going to call that, let's see, on Clay or on... No, it's going to be on Cunningham.
Yes, that'll be her first personal, second team foul. We'll send Ashita to the line. Ashita spun, trying to split 2 Lady Eagles and drew the contact. And they're going to say she wasn't in the act of shooting, so it will be on the floor.
And it'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. They'll inbound, give it to Ashita, and she banks one off of the back for 2 points, and she's got 7 points in this game. The 7 of Las Cruces has 9. They lead by 2. Cunningham with the ball. Gets it to Hargrove, back to Cunningham. Now over in the left side, and a pass into right underneath to Jayla David. It won't fall, and Ashita with the rebound. Oh, and they're going to say she double dribbled. On the ball, so it's going to be
turnover for Las Cruces.
Right.
I'm impressed. I hate to admit it. Credit where credit is due. Cruces has come out and they are fired up, and they're playing with more energy right now than the Lady Eagles.
And that's Madison Cepeda in the game as well.
So Armitage.
Yes, and Armitage. Lady Eagles passing it around. Armitage looking for a shot. Takes that 3-point shot, won't fall. A fight for the rebound. The ball is free on the floor, and coming up with it, the Lady Dawgs. Oh, and a quick pass down into Pacheco, and she puts up an easy layup from the left side as a fast break catches the Lady Eagles a little off guard.
Good hustle, though, by Cunningham to get back to guard that and put a little pressure on there.
But the Lady Eagles making a good transition back to offense. Kendall Cunningham taking a shot right from the free throw line, and it pops up and ends up going through the net. But they're going to
wave that off?
Yeah, they're going to say that did not count.
They're going to say, but it hit the netting, so I'll take it off the board.
That's right. So it doesn't count, and it becomes the Lady Dawgs basketball. And Cristiano's got it. Passing it off to Pacheco right side. They give it to Armitage. She backs up looking for room, drives into the lane, puts it up. Man, she's great at finding the net off of the backboard. So she's got 2 more points, makes it 11-7, a 4-point lead against Hobbs. And the Lady Eagles with the ball, working it around the outside, getting it into the left corner. Then back to Clay and back to Jayla David trying to drive the lane. She's going to draw the foul instead. She was in the act of shooting, so she'll go back to the line. She's 2 of 2 and is the only Lady Eagle to have free throws so far in the game.
Going to whistle that on Cristiano, her first personal, second team foul. So if they're going to foul, you got to make them pay. So David at the line.
And this one, rattles up, over, back, front, and finally out. So a miss for her.
Hobbs in a bit of a scoring drought. It's been about 2 minutes of clock time since they've put one on the board. And as you mentioned, trailing by 4, 11-7.
11-7 with 2:59 left to play in this first quarter. Pretty fast moving. Not a lot of fouls called. And both these girls are running, both of these teams running gun. Second one also going to bounce out. And a fight for the rebound. I believe fighting for that was Mojica back in the game, right? Is that Mojica?
Yeah, she touched it last. So.
And so it's Lady Dog basketball. Driving down Cristiano. She passes it over to Balin. Balin takes a 2-point shot from the left side. Buries that. So her first 2 points makes it 13-7. Hobbs trailing by 6 now. Hargrove with the ball. Getting it over to Mojica. Back to Mojica. She takes a 3-point look and buries that one. That's her second tray of the game, and that cuts it down to a 3-point deficit, 13-10. Lady Dawgs with the ball. Christiana's got it. She's their ball handler, running the point. And Pacheco, she gets it, gives it to Armitage. Armitage drives the lane. Armitage is good at hitting the floor as she is hitting the basket. And she ends up down, and they're going to call one of the Lady Eagles for that. Let's see, they're going to nail Jayla David for that. That's her first foul. It's the third team foul, and it sends Armitage to the line. Ashita to the line. First trip to the line. No good. First shot, in and out. She'll get another chance at it. She does have 9 points in this game, 9 of the 13 on the board for Las Cruces. 2 points for Pacheco, 2 for Cristiano, and 2 for Balin.
Gonna have to make sure they don't lose her.
And the second one is up, and that one is good. 14-10, Hobbs trailing by 4, 2:22 left in this first quarter. And that is Mojica with the ball, getting worked on by Ashita. Passes it. Oh, and the Lady Eagles, some passing woes. Thank goodness Kendall Cunningham corrals it and puts it up and in. That's 2 points for her. 2 points, her first 2 points, and makes it 14-12.
Yeah, good of Kendall to keep her head about her and corral that one and get it up.
And Ashita taking the ball down, tries a little left hook. It won't fall. It's short. And with the that was Zepeda with the rebound. And then it passes it to Mojica in the left corner, and she nails it. Our third no, that was just 2 points,
yep.
right?
Nope, that was a 3.
That was a 3, all right. 15-14 as the Lady Eagles take a 1-point lead. Coming the other way, Ashita with the ball. Top of the arc. Passes it around to the right side. That's Balin. Balin leaves it off for Cristiano. Cristiano setting some O, pulling back midcourt. Gets it over to Pacheco. Pacheco back to Balin as they work in. Now driving the lane from the right side is Cristiano. She's going to put it up. It gets blocked, and they're going to call the foul. I believe Hargrove is going to get nailed for that.
Yeah, they're going to call her on the hack as Bren had the hands up but came over and got the arm, looked like. And so it'll send Las Cruces to the line.
That is going to be Cristiano. First trip to the line. She's got 2 points in the game. And her first one is up and rattles home. Thought it was going to pop back out. And we've got subs coming in as Cunningham goes out and Clay comes back in for Hobbs. And also going out, I believe that was
25.
25. That's Luna going out for the Lady Bulldogs. And the second one is up and good. So Cristiano with 4 points in the game makes it 16-15. Las Cruces up by 1. Bryn Hargrove with the ball for the Lady Eagles. Comes down the court, passes it off. A 3-point shot up for Mojica, no good. Fight for the ball. It's loose on the court. Bryn Hargrove is going to end up with it.
Good hustle play from Hargrove, far side.
She passes it. Oh, nice assist. A nice assist. A pass over to Mojica, then Mojica into the lane to Jayla David. Up and in, 2 points. 17-16. Hobbs girls up by 1. Lady Dogs bringing it down the court, and Cristiano is going to get called for double dribble. So another turnover gives it to the Lady Eagles. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Hargrove's got it, brings it down center court. And a pass into the lane to Jayla David again. She puts one up, and this time too hard, won't fall. Ashita's got the rebound.
That's her third rebound.
And she's going to bring it across the timeline just to slow things down a little bit.
Got to think they're going to play for the last shot here with under 30 to play in the first.
That's exactly what. Pass it to Cristiano. Cristiano pulls back midcourt. Just looking, watching the clock as everybody shuffles around in the paint. There's passing it around the outside of the arc, gives it to Ashita. Ashita pulls up. 7 seconds left. Back to Pacheco. Pacheco gives it to Cristiano. She drives the lane, puts up a shot. It won't fall. Ashita drives the putback and falls down. It's no good. 2 looks at the basket, and the Lady Bulldogs come up short. And right now the Lady Eagles take a 1-point lead into the second quarter. We'll be back with it. It's Hobbs Girls Basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to Tasker Arena. It's Hobbs Girls Basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan running camera for us. The Hobbs girls, it was a back and forth affair, a pretty quick first quarter, but the Lady Eagles are on top just by 1 point, 17-16, as we head into the second quarter here, TJ.
Yeah, Cruces came out to play, to be sure. If it wasn't for Mojica and her 9 points, all from beyond the arc, this is a much different game. They've got to find a way to slow down Lila Ishida. She had 10 points in the first quarter and 4 rebounds, all 4 rebounds that Cruces got in that first, so they got to slow her down here in the second.
And we are getting ready to get this second quarter underway as the Lady Dogs will have the ball. It's going to be Ishida inbounding from midcourt, gets it to Pacheco. Pacheco moves across center court, timeline getting worked on by Hargrove. And they're moving the ball. I'm impressed. Their ball handling is really solid. They're a small team, but they're quick, and they move around. Ishida's got it now. Bounce pass over to Cristiano. Back over across the court. Ishida back to Cristiano. Now she takes a three-point look, won't fall. Nice rebound. Oh, and then almost loses it. And then Hobbs manages to get it back. But that was Jayla. No, that was
Clay.
Brett
almost
Clay.
Losing it and getting it
right.
back was Brent Hargrove. Yeah.
And, so nice rebound by Clay, and they had a little trouble corralling it before it went out of bounds, but it stays Lady Eagle basketball as they come down, and it'll be Mojica who's going to inbound. Looking to find Jayla David from the left side. She puts it up and in. She's got 2 more points. She's got 6 in the game, and she gets fouled on the way up. So let's see who they call that on 32. That's Balin. That's her first foul. That's the third team foul on Las Cruces, and Jayla David will go to the line. She's got 6 points in the game. She's 2 of 4 from the line, and a chance to improve that percentage right here. First one is up, and it rattles home.
3 the old-fashioned way.
That's right. 20-16. Now the Lady Eagles with a 4-point lead. As the Lady Dogs have it, that's Cristiano. Moving it, giving it to Luna. Luna kicks it to Ishida. Ishida kicks it back. I thought she was going to drive the lane, and she pulled back instead.
Yeah, Clay got over there and blocked her out very nicely to keep her from having a good run at it.
Pretty good defense by Hobbs.
Ooh, good block.
Cunningham, again, nice. Good block, and then gets the ball. So a turnover. Cunningham with the ball. Mojica gets it over to Hargrove. Hargrove pulls up, a little jumper, won't fall, and she's going to get fouled. I think they're going to call the foul away from the ball. They're going to call it on Luna. I think she got Cunningham on the arm. It's not a shooting foul. It'll be on the floor.
Yeah, her first personal 14 foul. It was on the rebound as they were fighting for it on that near side, and so it stays Hobbs basketball.
Cunningham, a couple of rebounds in the game and a couple of points as well and a block. So Hobbs will inbound. Mojica's got it. She gets it to Brett Clay. Brett tries to put one up from the right side. Point blank won't fall. And Ishida with the rebound. She's going to move it across the timeline. Pull up midcourt. Oh, bounce pass is going to be stolen away. Nice work as a nice pass over to Mojica. She's not in position to be able to take the shot. She gets it to Brent Hargrove instead. Hargrove takes a look. No good. And Jayla David with the rebound. And then she cuts it back to Mojica. Mojica from the right side, her 4th tray of the game, makes it 23-16. 7-point lead by Hobbs. Lady Dogs have the ball.
All that triggered by the turnover, and I was really a little surprised Clay didn't take the shot, but it works out for Hobbs. They get 3 instead of 2.
And Cristiano setting some O out, dribbling near midcourt. Passes left to Pacheco, back, and now to Ishida, who pulls up, tries a jumper, won't fall, fight for the rebound, and that is going to be Jayla David who gets it. So another key rebound for her. Pulls up, gets it to Hargrove left side, takes a look from that left corner, won't fall, but Brett Clay with the rebound takes a shot at its way short. Cunningham comes up with it, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham.
Yeah, Cunningham never had full control of it. She was under there battling with number 23, Cristiano, and so it'll go back to the Bulldogs.
And that is Cristiano, takes it down, right side, getting worked on by Hargrove. Pass over to Ishida. Top of the arc, she drives in, pulls back, still driving into the baseline, puts up a shot, won't fall, and that's going to be Brett Clay with the rebound. Her 3rd. Gives it to Mojica, right side, and a nice 2-point
Yeah, that little
for Mojica. That's her first 2-point. All of her other buckets have been trays in the game so far tonight.
14 points out of the 24 for her.
That's right. 25-16 your score, a 9-point lead by Hobbs.
Foul, though, on Mojica.
Yep.
On the defense, that'll be her second personal, 15 foul on the Lady Eagles.
And Mojica will go out, and Bryn Hargrove goes out. Lady Dawgs inbound it. Cristiano's going to run, drive in the lane. She loses the handle on the ball. Lady Dawgs keep
Good
it,
hustle
though.
From Armitage.
They give it to Ashita. She pulls up, tries a 3-point shot. It won't fall. Cunningham with the rebound, and then she gets nailed from behind, and another Lady Eagle goes down.
Yeah, Armitage is down on the baseline.
Ooh, and rolling around.
Not feeling good.
Nope.
She got hit underneath as she was battling under there with Luna, and I think they just collapsed and collided into one another. It should be Hobbs basketball, but of course, more worried about Luna down on the baseline, even though Hobbs up by 9, 25-16. You hate to see anything like that with 4:57 to go first half.
Yeah, this is, again, but a pretty quick moving game first, and the first more than half of this second quarter. And she is still down, not feeling good. The trainer's over there with her. They're going to pull her up, and she's going to limp off.
Yeah, gets a nice hand from the
she does.
Tasker faithful here, and yeah, they're going to take her back
pull
to
her to the training room. They're just going to keep her from walking at all. They've got her supported between her. So, all right. So we will continue with the game. 4:57 left. Hobbs with the ball. Inbounding. They're going to get it to Clay. Clay runs the point. Brings it over to the left. Gets it to David.
I thought Jayla might think about the three. She may be the one Lady Eagle that, is not going to take it every chance she gets.
Hobbs just going to pass around the perimeter, look for somebody open, and they pass it back to the left in the left corner, and a jump shot taken by Clay. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, but they're going to say she traveled, so that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, took a little slide step before, picked up the foot and slid over, and they're going to get you for that every time. Third turnover for the Lady Eagles.
Only the third. I think I've got 4 for Las Cruces.
5.
5. All right. I'll add one more to my stat sheet. Lady Dawgs have it. Cristiano, who else, running the point. Gets it to Ashita. Ashita pulls back midcourt. Passes it off to Pacheco. Back to Ashita. Looking for somebody in the lane. Cristiano. Then they give it over to Pacheco. She pulls up, takes a 3-point shot from the right corner, buries it. So that's 5 points for Pacheco in the game. And 25-19 your score. Lady Eagles leading as they bring it down the court, passing around the arc, and then into Cunningham. She drives in the lane, and does put it up from the right side. I didn't think that was going to go in, but she's got 2 more points, makes it 27-19. Lady Dawgs with the ball. Cristiano on the right side to Ashita. Ashita going to travel, pulls up at the top of the arc, thought about it, gives it Pacheco. They give it back to Pacheco. She takes another shot from the right corner, won't fall. The rebound is by Luna. And the putback is good. So 27-21 now. Lady Eagles with the ball. As Clay has it. Leaves it off for Muniz. Muniz is going to get the ball back. Takes a 3-point shot. Where did that come from? And
downtown is where that came from.
From the right wing, and makes it 30-21. And then a bad pass, and that's another turnover. Lady Eagles have it. Another attempt from the left corner, up, no good. Fight for the rebound. The Lady Dawgs have it.
Pacheco, her first rebound, and that's just the second rebound that doesn't belong to Ashita.
They get it down, and Ashita from the right wing, another 3-point shot for her. She's got 2 trays.
13 in the game.
30-24 the score. Lady Eagles with the ball. Brett Clay brings it all the way down, takes a shot in the lane, a little circus shot, won't fall. She gets her own rebound, and then the whistle sounds. They're going to call an offensive foul.
Going to call it on Cruces. Nope, they're going to call it on Hobbs.
All right.
Going to whistle that one on number 30, Bosquez, who just checked in. Her first personal 16 foul on the Lady Eagles.
On the floor, Cristiano will get the ball, running the point, cross the timeline. Gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco, midcourt. Back to Cristiano. Cristiano over to Armitage, or Arshita rather, in the corner. Puts up a shot, won't fall, and it's Brett Clay with the rebound. She's going to bring it down. Passes it over to Muniz. Muniz drives across the lane, across the baseline. Oh, and a bounce pass goes bad. And another turnover for Hobbs. Gives it to Cristiano, or Pacheco, rather. Pacheco pulls up, gives it to Ashita. Ashita getting worked on And a bounce pass over there on the left side to Balin. She puts up a shot, won't fall. And Bryn Hargrove for the rebound, her third. Brings it down on the left side for the Lady Eagles. She gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham passes in the lane to Brett Clay. Brett Clay puts up a shot, point blank from the set. No, that was Jayla David.
That was David, yeah.
That was David.
It was a little bit too far underneath the basket.
And it just would not go. And the rebound comes out, a fight for it. It's last touch by Hobbs, goes out of bounds. So it'll be Lady Dog basketball. And it's going to be number 11, Willis, in the game. No, Willis is in the game the first time. It's going to be Cristiano inbounding, though. Cristiano across the timeline, behind about bounce and dribble. Gets it to Ishida, right wing. Ishida pulls up. Pass over to Cristiano. Cristiano drives in from the left side. She's going to try to pass it off, I think, to Luna, but instead it's picked off, but Hobbs is going to get called. They're going to call the foul on Kendall Cunningham.
Yep, that will be the second
22.
on Kendall. So that'll be the 7th team foul, and so that will put Las Cruces in the bonus. So Cristiano for the 1-and-1.
And Cristiano is a 2 of 2 for the line, from the line, and make it 3 of 3 from the line now. She'll get another shot at it. And coming back in is Brett Clay in the blocks. Clay and David in the blocks to rebound for Hobbs. Second one is up, and it's no good. And it's going to be David with the rebound on that, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was swatted away by one of the Cruces players, but no, they're going to say they swatted it off of Hobbs, so that'll be a turnover on the Lady Eagles. They're fifth.
They're fifth. A minute 29 left to play in this first half, yeah, as the Lady Eagles have it, and driving all the way down is Muniz. Puts it up and in. Her 5th point in the game makes it 32-25. Hobbs leading. Lady Dawgs coming back. Ishida's got it from the right corner. Puts it up. No good. Fight for the rebound. Brought down, I believe, by David. Yes.
Yep, that'll be her 5th rebound.
And Lady Eagles bring it in. Driving in as Bryn Hargrove puts up the layup. Won't fall. However, a Lady Eagle did fall on that play in the lane. Yeah. There was just a free-for-all and a fight for the rebound underneath the basket.
Yeah, David got up off of her feet and went down hard. She got a little bump underneath from a member of the Lady Bulldogs and went hard to the floor.
Yeah, I think
so
she may have.
2 Lady Eagles that are now have been walking wounded.
She got hit. I think she may have, an elbow may have gotten thrown, and man, those hurt. They feel sharp as a knife when they get you anywhere, on your back, in the ribs, even on the hip, wherever.
Oh, yeah. So
and
we'll
she
keep
is
an
down.
eye.
We'll keep an eye on that. David had a. Yeah, we'll say thank you very much to our sponsors while they, the trainer and coach is over there. But we thank NMR Pipeline, Thriftway and La Tienda, Hydrotech Services, Coffee House, RMS Foods, Al Grill, Albertsons Market, and Eunice Pump and Supply for their support of the Hobbs Lady Eagles in our broadcast, which, by the way, is being brought to you on the air on Eagle 100.5 and at HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. So still with the injury, they're just keeping her quiet and kind of checking her out, seeing what the problem is before she gets up. So we'll take an injury timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds as there are only 57 seconds left to play before the end of the first half. But we'll be back in 30 seconds here with more Hobbs girls basketball from Tasker Arena. Welcome back to Tasker Arena. It's Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. Out of the injury timeout, Jayla David walking back to the bench. The good news is she's walking on her own power. She may have gotten the wind knocked out of her, as well as a sharp jab someplace painful. They're going to take her into the trainer's room or the locker room just in case. But we're ready to get this one back underway. Just 57 seconds left in the first half. Hobbs girls have it, and that is a shot on the left side from Brett Clay, and she hits a 3, makes it 35-25, a 10-point lead for Hobbs. That's Cristiano with the ball, and she gives it to Ashita. Ashita takes a look at the basket, won't fall. That is Pacheco with the rebound. And another shot from Cristiano won't fall.
Yeah, as that one climbed up and hit the supports, and so it'll be Hobbs basketball.
Lady Eagles with the ball. That's Clay inbounding to Hargrove. Hargrove's going to cross the timeline. Center court, 28 seconds left. Passes off to Clay on the right wing. To Hargrove, back to Clay. Back to Hargrove. She pulls up, takes a three-point look. Won't fall, and the rebound is Balin's, her first. Lady Dawgs with the ball, 12 seconds left. Cristiano furiously dribbling down, and I think they're going to call, the foul.
Yeah, they're going to get Hargrove on the push as she was trying to come around her.
Oh, the Hobbs faithful do not like that. They think it's a little ticky-tacky. It was pretty subtle, I will say that.
So that'll be the second personal on Hargrove. That'll be the 18th foul on the Lady Eagles.
And it is going to put Cristiano at the line.
Yep, for the 1-and-1.
And she is 3 of 3 at the line
Three
with
of
5,
four.
3 of 4 with, and now 3 of 5 as that's a miss. Hobbs with the rebound. That's Clay with another rebound. And time is going to expire.
Oh,
and
no, they're going to call the foul before the expiration.
They are going to call the foul. Let's see what they do. It's on the floor, so they're going to go ahead and call this one halftime. 35-25. Lady Eagles are leading by 10, and we'll be back in 3 minutes with your halftime report right here. It's Hobbs versus Las Cruces at Tasker Arena. Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, Jonathan on camera, and we're at halftime. 35-25, Hobbs girls with a 10-point lead, and here's how we got there. So far, it's exactly what we thought, and in giving you your team lineups and starters. I mentioned Ashita is the leading scorer for Las Cruces, the Lady Dawgs, and she's got 13 points and 5 rebounds on the board for Las Cruces in this one. Also contributing, Emma Cristiano with 5 points, and 3 of those from the line. She's 3 of 5 from the line. Pacheco with 3 points and 2 rebounds. And then you have Balin with 2 points and 1 rebound, and Luna with 2 points and 1 rebound. So it pretty much is the girls who are in the stat books leading the statistics so far, and they're your starters as well. It really is. It's pretty much those girls. Coach Selby has not done a lot of substituting. Those girls have stayed in with just a couple of girls coming off the bench for a few minutes here and there, but for the most part, Ashita, Pacheco, Cristiano, Luna, and Balin are your starters, and they're the girls with all the stats so far in the first half.
Well, they have, and Cruces goes 4 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half. They, as you mentioned, turn it over 7 times, get 16 in the first, 9 in the second as Hobbs tightened up the defense. That's how they get to their 25 on the board. They were only whistled for 4 fouls in that first half, though, so played pretty clean.
Yeah, and turning the page for Hobbs, as it's a much more balanced score sheet and stat sheet for Hobbs, as more of the girls are getting in the books. Right now, your leading scorer is Mojica with 14 points for Hobbs, and 4 of those were trays, and then a layup for the other 2 points. She's got 2 fouls on her, no rebounds, but certainly some good offensive production from Mojica. Also, it's Jayla David with 7 points and 5 rebounds for Hobbs. You've got Kendall Cunningham with 4 points and 4 rebounds. You've got Bryn Hargrove with 3 rebounds. Brett Clay comes in with 5 points, 7 rebounds. And you've got a rebound for Cepeda, and then Muniz with 5 points, one of them a tray. So some pretty good scoring spread out. You got Mojica, Clay, Cunningham, David, Muniz, all contributing points and rebounding pretty well as well. So Hobbs proving that they're a deeper, more balanced team and looking pretty good in this first half.
Well, they are, and you mentioned the rebounding, and Hobbs with 19 rebounds as a team in that first half to just 9 for Las Cruces, so they are cleaning off the boards and doing what they need to do there. Hobbs goes 3 of 5 from the charity stripe in that first half, so 60%, that's probably a little under what they would like, but hey, you'll take them where you can get them. They turn the ball over, as you mentioned, 5 times, and they get 17 in the first and 18 in the second. So they though they came out a little bit flat, but still 17 points in that first half.
It was a much more back and forth first quarter. As a matter of fact, Las Cruces led the Hobbs girls, in that one by as much as 4. And the Hobbs battled back and managed to make it 17-16, take a 1-point lead into that second quarter. And then they really started stretching it out. Some trays by Mojica really helped as well.
Yeah, 4 from beyond the arc doesn't hurt things right there. 5 3-pointers in the first half for the Lady Eagles. And
35-25 is your halftime score, a nice 10-point lead, but that's not enough against this team. The Las Cruces Lady Bulldogs are salty and they're quick. They're a smaller team, but they're fast and they're aggressive. They don't waste any time. They're very smooth on their transitions from offense to defense, and they do a good job of moving that ball and moving it around. Their shooting went a little bit cold in that second quarter. They were needing second and third looks at the basket, and good rebounding by Hobbs was denying them chances to make any more points than they did.
One and done a lot of times, and really for the most part, they pretty much denied Las Cruces access to the paint, and if they can continue to do that in the second half, I think it's going to bode well for the Lady Eagles.
Definitely. A couple of minutes left in halftime right now. We'll take another break, and we'll be back in about 60 seconds to go ahead and get this second half underway. You're listening to Hobbs Girls Basketball from Tasker Arena on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And welcome back to Tasker Arena for Hobbs Girls Basketball on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, Jonathan on camera, and we're at half where the Lady Eagles have a 10-point lead. They were able to stretch it out in that second quarter and get a nice lead, but they're going to need to continue to be aggressive. They're going to need to continue to try to control the paint, keep Las Cruces out of it, and of course slow their shooter down, which is Ashita. She's got 13 points in this game so far for Las Cruces, their leading scorer. And we just had a scoring update as Hobbs is hosting Las Cruces High here for the girls. The Hobbs boys are on the road at Las Cruces, and in the third quarter, Hobbs is leading 44-40. So good job. We hope that's a narrow lead. We hope the Hobbs boys can continue to hold on. So we're ready to get the second half started here, and Hobbs will have the ball. They're going to inbound, and Mojica will do the honors right in front of Taskervich, and it looks like she's going to inbound to Hargrove. And Hargrove will take it across the timeline, center court, as we get this second half underway. Pass it around the arc. A pass in the lane intended for Cunningham is short. That's a turnover for Hobbs, their sixth, as they get it to Ashita. She passes it around. I think they're going to say they're going to travel. So that's a turnover, the eighth. And give it over to Hobbs quickly. It'll be Mojica inbounding to Hargrove in front of the home side. Hargrove over on the left side. Just pulls up. Gets it to Mojica on the right. Mojica looking for somebody, looking for room. Gets it to Hargrove. Gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham back out to Hargrove. Lady Dawgs with good defense, and Mojica takes a three-point look from the right side in the arc, and she buries another three. That is her fifth tray of the game. She's got 17 points, makes it 38-25. Lady Dawgs take the ball back, and that's Cristiano with a shot, won't fall, and the rebound.
Hargrove with her fourth.
Was Hargrove. And they pass it, send it down to the lane. A shot is up, no good. Fight for it. Kendall Cunningham comes up with it. Her shot no good. Then the ball is loose on the floor. There's a fight for it, a free-for-all. And they're going to call a jump ball. The arrow goes the way of the Lady Dawgs, and it's going to be Ashita inbounding from underneath the Hobbs basket. And she gets it to Cristiano, who runs into her own girl. Too bad you can't say a foul for that. But Cristiano backs up center court. Bounce pass to Pacheco, back to Cristiano, setting some O, gets it to Ashito. She pulls up a little 15-foot jumper, won't fall, and it's going to be Clay with the rebound. She drives in left side, little an alley-oop shot, won't fall, but Cunningham right there with the rebound and the putback. 2 more points, 40-25, and just like that, Hobbs up by 15. Lady Dawgs with it. Cristiano drives in, pulls up, and her jumper is good. 2 more points, and a timeout is going to be taken by Las Cruces here. 40-27. We'll
keep it right here and say thank you for listening to Hobbs Lady Eagle Basketball on your home for the Lady Eagles. KEJL, Humble City Hobbs, K263AZ Hobbs, Eagle 100.5. Also the HobbsAmerica.com and the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel. Thanks to Max, too, back in studio tonight.
Definitely.
Engineering and producing.
I have not mentioned him tonight. I've been remiss, but thank you very much, Max, doing a good job for us. And right before the half, Jayla David went down hard, and she got up, walked off the court, but went to the locker room, and I have not seen her back on the court. She is on the bench, but she did not start the second half, but it looks like she's nursing her back just a little bit. She took a hard shot and a hard fall.
She did, and Armitage also out after going down hard on the baseline late in the first half, too.
Lady Eagles inbounding out of the timeout by Las Cruces. Hargrove's got it. Pass over in the right corner to Clay, then back to Hargrove. Hargrove going to pass it around to Mojica, then to Cunningham. Cunningham holding it, looking for room. A pass over to Mojica on the left side. She tries a shot, won't fall. The rebound controlled by Balin. That's her second for Las Cruces. Gives it to Ashita. Ashita running the point, the right side, pulls up, top of the arc. Leaves it off for Cristiano. Cristiano pulls up, back to Ashita. Ashita over to Cristiano.
I like that Hobbs is picking up the pressure
They
a little
are.
bit here.
They're working it. Oh, but Cristiano driving in a little 10-foot jumper, up and no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's touched by Hargrove. She's fighting for it, but actually,
Balin touches it last.
Balin touches it last, so it'll be the Hobbs ball.
And Hargrove was like, "Whoa, hold on, hands up! I didn't touch it."
Mojica inbounds. Hargrove's got it across the timeline. Over on the left side, gets it over to Cepeda in the game for Hobbs, then to Brett Clay, then back to Hargrove. Hargrove going to work it around the right side of the arc. Gets it to Cepeda, back to Hargrove. Hargrove to Mojica, one of her favorite places, thinks about the three.
Yeah, and they got on her pretty quick with Luna to make sure she didn't have that open look.
Passes off to Hargrove again. Hargrove to Cepeda, then Kendall Cunningham over in the left corner. Lady Dawgs keeping Hobbs out of the paint. Then a quick pass into Mojica. Mojica getting it to Cepeda. It's picked off, though, and Ashita's got it. A turnover by Hobbs. Ashita brings the ball down. Cristiano drives the lane, kicks it out to Pacheco in the right corner. She pulls off a shot and drops a three.
Her second tray of the ball game.
And that makes it 40-30.
So a little 5-0 run here for Cruces.
Lady Eagles with the ball back, and a nice Cepeda with a nice three-point shot from the left arc, from beyond the left arc.
It's their way of saying, okay, you get one, we'll get one. Works for us.
43-30 now. Hobbs leading by 13. Lady Dawgs have the ball, passing it. They've got it over in the left corner. Back to Ashita. Ashita leaves it off for Pacheco. Pacheco's going to move it around to the right. Into Cristiano. Cristiano turns around. Passes it to Pacheco. She works in the lane and gets it stolen away.
Good block there by
as
Cunningham.
Mojica. And Mojica comes up with it. Then she passes over. A nice assist as Kendall Cunningham takes it in for a layup from the left. Makes it 45-30. And just like that, Hobbs back up to a 15-point lead.
Yeah, just a nice little give and go there as Hobbs took the turnover and turned it into points.
And now Cristiano driving in. Gives it off to Balin. Balin pulls up, and a nice jumper from the right side. Just 2 points, 45-32 now. 3:29 left to play in the third. Mojica's got it for Hobbs. Passes off to Hargrove on the right wing. Then Mojica gets it from that right corner. Tries a three-pointer, won't fall. Cunningham with the rebound, and she puts it up. So 2 more points for Kendall in the game.
Now she's got 10.
47-32 your score. Lady Eagles stretching it back out. But the Lady Dawgs not going away. Cristiano's got it. Bounce pass to Pacheco on the right wing. Moves it over center. Back to the right side and pulling up. Ashita tries a shot way off. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to come down. Controlled by Hargrove.
Her 5th rebound.
And she gets the ball back from Mojica. And then a nice pass in the lane, and really good timing by Clay. As she got the ball, she had to kind of take an extra beat and then reach up for the layup. 2 more points for her, makes it 49-32. 17-point lead by Hobbs, 2:30 left to play in the third. Lady Dawgs with it. Pacheco move it around the outside of the arc, gives it off to Ashita. She drives in the lane, tries a little left hook. A little reverse layup, and it won't go, but she's going to draw the foul as they're going to call that on number 22. That's Kendall Cunningham, and that's going to be her third personal foul.
First team, though, in the half. So.
And Ashita going to the line. She is 1 for 2. And buries that one. Makes it 2 of 3. And Cunningham's going to come out, and Jayla David back on the court. So nice to see her back in the lineup after that injury right before the half. She'll be in the blocks, left side, and Clay on the right side, rebounding for Hobbs. Second shot by Ashita is up and good. 49-34 rather, 15-point lead for Hobbs. Bryn Hargrove going to take the ball down center court. Get it over to Zepeda on the right wing. Zepeda dribbles out. Gets it to Mojica on the left wing. She pulls up, takes a three-point shot, won't fall. The rebound, though, by David.
Welcome
and the
back,
putback.
David.
Rebound and the putback. 2 more points, 51-34. Hobbs leading 23. Cristiano with the ball, leaves it off for Ashita. Ashita pulls up top of the arc, gets it to Cristiano. Getting double-teamed over there on that left side. Back to Ashita, and back to Cristiano, back to Ashita. The top of the arc. She's double-teamed as well. Good defense. They sneak it into Balin, who takes a shot at it, but it won't fall. And David with another rebound passes it off, and the pass in the lane, no good. Doesn't go out of bounds, but the shot is up, no good. And Ashita's got the ball.
Her 6th rebound of the ball game.
And
things got a little wild.
Yeah, she's just going to hang on to it, drive the lane on the left side, and she's going to draw the foul.
And that looks to be exactly the plan that Coach Selby has gone with, is she's going to start driving with Ashita and trying to get some of these Hobbs girls in trouble. They're going to whistle that one on Clay. Just her first personal, second team foul, but Ashita back at the line for 2. She's 3 of 4.
So 7 points, 8 rebounds for Clay. A nice game so far. 51-35 is your score.
So Ashita made the first one.
And she'll get another shot at it. She is 4 of 5 at the line now.
Muniz checking back in for the Lady Eagles.
And that one is up and good as well. So 51-36 your score now. Hobbs leading. Just a minute 15 left to play in the third quarter. Hargrove's got it. Center court. Gives it to Mojica on the right side. Pass into Jayla David. Kicks it back out, and a whistle sounds. I think they're going to say they're going to call a foul.
They're
calling a travel as just a little slide, just a little bit of that Euro step, and that little half slide cost her. So a turnover by Hobbs gives it to the Lady Dawgs. Cristiano drives down, leaves it off for Willis, and she puts it in. Her first 2 points from the left side makes it 51-38. 56 seconds left in the third. Hobbs has got it. Hargrove passes to Mojica on the right side into David. David passes it across to Zepeda. Zepeda puts one up, won't fall. And that's rebound Clay with a rebound in the putback. It won't go.
Rebound of the ball game.
And it goes out of bounds. It will be Hobbs basketball, though, as Mojica will inbound. She's looking for somebody, and she gets Jay to David, but David can't hang on to the ball. So it goes to the Lady Dawgs instead. Cristiano tries to put one up, won't fall, and that is Clay with the rebound. It's going to bring it down, gives it to Mojica in the right corner. Nice feed, but it won't fall, and Cristiano has got the rebound. She brings it down all the way and puts it in from the right side. Yep.
Sorry.
And 2 points, so 51-40 as the teams trade baskets. Mojica coming back the other way, gets it to Hargrove, back to Mojica, then to Jayla David. David gets it to Clay in the lane. A little turnaround jumper won't fall, but she gets fouled in the process.
Yeah, good body positioning there. She leaned in a little bit as she put that one up, as they are going to whistle that one on Ashita, so that'll be her second personal. Just the first foul called in the whole second half on Cruces, and it comes with 7 seconds to go in the third.
And it's going to send Clay to the line, her first trip to the line, and the first one is up and good. So she's got 5, 7, 8 points in the game now, and 10 rebounds to go with that. So she's close to double-double. 52-40. Hobbs leading this one by 12. Second one up and good as well. Hobbs leads 53-40. Cristiano bringing it down. Pulls up top of the arc, gets it to Willis. Willis, a pass in the lane to Balin, and as the whistle sounds, we're done with the third quarter. It's 53-40. Hobbs leading. We're back with the fourth quarter at Tasker Arena. Hobbs Girls Basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5 and HobbsAmerica.com and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, Jonathan on camera. And at the end of three quarters, 53-40 is your score. Hobbs scored 18 points in that third quarter, and Las Cruces scored 15 points. So both of these teams pretty much keeping pace with each other, as Hobbs came out with a 10-point lead at halftime. And now here we are. We'll get the fourth quarter started. Mojica will inbound to Hargrove in front of Taskovich. Hargrove passes it over outside of the arc. Oh, and stolen away. A turnover by Hobbs as Cristiano comes out of nowhere, steals it and takes it down and puts up a layup. And 2 more points for her. 53-42, just 11-point lead by Hobbs now, as the Lady Dawgs are going to be pretty aggressive. Hobbs is too, though. They pass the ball down, and that is David putting up a shot in the lane. Won't fall, but Cunningham with the rebound. And a three-point try does not fall either. 2 looks for Hobbs, and Cristiano's got it. Hobbs has got to make those shots count, or the Lady Dawgs will catch up.
Yeah, their shooting percentage has been much higher through the game than the Lady Dawgs has, and that's really the difference.
Cristiano with it, moving the ball. Ashido takes it. 3-point shot from the left corner won't fall. Mojica with the rebound. She's going to take it down, feed it into the lane to Clay. Clay's going to try to put it up from the right side, won't fall, but she gets fouled. And let's see who they call that one on. It's going to be against 11, Willis. That's her first foul. It's going to be the second team foul in this half. And it puts Brett Clay at the line. She is 2 for 2.
And if she can get one of these two, she'll have a double-double. She's at 9 points and 11 rebounds.
And her first one, eyes it, skies it, and it's going to fall out. So
and we got her with the curse of the announcer.
But she's got a chance to sink this one as Willis and Pacheco come out for the Lady Dawgs, and I did not see who went in.
Quinones, and I didn't catch the other one.
All right, second shot is up, and that one is good. So Clay
has her double-double.
That's 54-22. Hobbs leading, 7 minutes left to play in this one. Cristiano running the point, brings it down, top of the arc, pulls up. Hobbs girls, pretty good job of keeping out of the paint. Oh, Cristiano loses the ball off of her foot. Hargrove picks it up. Ooh. A nice behind the back bounce pass to Cunningham as Hargrove with an assist. Cunningham with 2 more points. That was beautiful. Coming down the other way, though, it's going to be
shot up, and then Clay with the rebound.
Yeah, it was Balin, I believe.
I believe so.
With a shot, but Cunningham with the rebound. Lady Eagles trying to find some room in the lane. Cunningham's got it. She gets it stripped away from her as Ashita just powers the ball out, then takes the ball all the way down. She's going to try the layup. I think she wasn't even seriously going to try to put that ball up, but she put her hands up. She's just trying to draw the foul, and she does.
Yeah, Jayla David going to get whistled for her second personal. The Hobbs faithful wanting it to go the other way because Ashita, as you mentioned, basically mugging Kendall Cunningham, and she's still a little bit shaken down there, but now it's Ashita at the line.
And she buries that one. She's the leading.
6 of 7 from the line.
6 of 7 from the line, and she's got 13, 15, 17, 18 points in the game for the Lady Dawgs. And her second one is up, and that one is going to bounce in as well. 56-44, 12-point lead by Hobbs. 6:12 left to play. Hargrove with the ball, brings it down left side. Gets it to Mojica on the left wing. Into Cunningham. Oh, and Cunningham can't find room. She has to pass it back out. Now they get it to Jayla David. She pulls up at the free throw line. It won't fall. And the rebound is by Hargrove. They get it to Mojica. She tries a 3, won't fall. And this time, Luna's got the rebound. So 3 looks at the basket for Hobbs, and none of them fall. Now Sheeta's got it. Gets it to Cristiano left side. She drives in. Passes it back out to Ashita. She tries a 3, bricks it, and Hargrove with the rebound. Hargrove driving in, a little one-handed layup from the right. She gets the 2 points and draws the foul. Let's see, they're going to call that. We're going to call that shot hit on the back by Ashita, and that's her second foul. Third, yeah. Third foul, third team foul, and Hargrove going to go to the line. 58-44. Let me make sure I put that, write that 2 points down for Hargrove.
Going for three the old-fashioned way now.
That was a beautiful shot. Up and good. And a really nice feed, too, an assist by Cunningham on that. Really good team play by Hobbs, as always. 59-44, 15-point lead, 5:31 left. Hobbs in the lead. And Cristiano running the point, taking it all the way down, unchallenged through the paint, and puts up the layup. Cristiano with 2 more points.
And now she's got 11 in the game.
Hobbs girls, God, they can't go to sleep like that. Mojica gets it to David. David gets it to Cunningham underneath the basket. Fight for the ball, and they're going to say she gets fouled.
Yeah, she was bobbling it around pretty good, and Ashita gets her on the hack, gets her on the arm.
It'll be a floor foul, though, so that's the 4th foul on Ashita, and it'll be Mojica.
4th foul on.
Mojica will inbound. A high pass over to Cunningham. Cunningham puts it in. 2 more points for her, makes it 61-46. Oh, and Cristiano has the ball. A little incidental contact with Mojica, no foul. To Ashita, back to Cristiano, to Willis, who drives the lane, tries to put one up. They're going to call the foul on Clay, probably, or David.
Yeah, they were both in the neighborhood.
They were, one on each side.
And they are going to call it on Clay.
It is going to be on
Clay. David, I'm sorry.
On David.
Not 1-4.
Okay. And, man, the Hobbs faithful not liking that. Willis will go to the line, her first trip to the line. She's got 2 points in the game. And first one is up, and it rattles home. 61-47 now, 14-point lead by Hobbs. 4:53 left to play in this game. Willis, second shot is up and finds the bottom of the net, so she's got 4 points in the game. It's at 61-48. Hobbs with the ball. They inbound. Mojica's got it. Crosses the timeline center court. Passes over. Left wing. Gets it back. Mojica working it. Bounce pass over to Clay on the right side. Back to Mojica. She pulls up top of the arc. Oh, and buries it. Another beautiful shot and another tray.
She's got 20 points in the ball game now and 6 threes.
Lady Dawgs with the ball. Cristiano takes it in, tries a shot, won't fall. Mojica has the rebound and pulls up. Jumper won't fall. David with the rebound and a fight for the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. I think they will, and they're going to say that it goes the arrow the way of Hobbs. So let's see.
Yeah, Pacheco gets the rebound, but a nice job by David tying her up right there to force the jump ball. 4:13 to go here in the ball game. Hobbs up 64-48.
And Lady Dawgs with the ball has, let's see, Mojica going out of the game. Cristiano with the ball, gets it to Ashita on the right wing, drives in, trying to find some room. Pass it all the way over. Cristiano now bounce pass to Willis in the lane. She puts up a ball that won't fall. There's a fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. Jayla David had it, and they're going to call the foul.
Yeah,
she will
David
go
got
to the line.
rebound.
So David with the rebound. I was waiting to see if it was
no,
a throw.
They're going to call the offensive foul on Jayla David.
Wow, okay.
And she was getting a little of her own back. She got the rebound, but then throws the elbow. So that'll be the 12th turnover on Hobbs.
And that was the real problem, is that she jerked around through the elbows, and I think, they called her on that. Quick inbound, and another whistle sounds, and they're going to call this one is going to be on, Cristiano?
No, I think it's going to be on us.
On us, it's on Cunningham.
Yeah, so that'll be her 4th personal, and that'll be the 16th foul, and so Las Cruces one away from the bonus here.
And it's a floor foul, so the Lady Dawgs will have the ball. Cristiano will inbound. 3:48 left to play, 64-48. Hobbs leading. They inbound, get it to Ashita. Ashita looking for someone, gets it off to Cristiano. Cristiano over to Pacheco. Pacheco into Willis, and she's going to is she going to travel?
Yep, she does.
Travel. I hope they were going to call that on her.
Give her a suitcase.
Yeah, it was a pretty obvious travel. So a turnover by the Lady Dawgs. 3:33 left to play. Give it to the Lady Eagles. Bryn Hargrove bringing it across the timeline. And gets it over to Muniz. Back to Muniz. Muniz pulls up for the tray, and she buries it. Her second tray of the game makes it 67-48 Lady Eagles. And the Lady Dawgs, that's Cristiano running a point. She's trying to bounce pass, and she was leading both Willis and Ashita too much. It goes out of bounds. So another turnover.
12th turnover for Las Cruces, 12 for both teams at this point.
Give it to Hobbs. 3:15 left to play. They're firmly in control of this one, 67-48. That's Hargrove with the ball to Mojica, back in the game for the Lady Eagles. Gets it back to Hargrove. She's going to move it around to left side, then to Manise, then to Cunningham. Cunningham gets it in the lane. A shot is up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Hobbs girls actually end up getting it back. And then Muniz, is it Muniz or Zepeda? That's Muniz. Muniz puts it up. Yep, from the left side. Nice layup. Makes it 69-48. The Lady Eagles, 2:42 left to play. They're going to win this one.
Just like that, they've stretched it back out.
Lady Dawgs with the ball. They get it to Ashita. She drives the lane, puts up a shot, and it's going to fall. 2 more points, 69-50 now. And that is Mojica bringing the ball across the timeline. Bounce pass over to Hargrove on the right wing. Hargrove corrals it, almost loses it. Drifts back to midcourt, then to Cunningham at the free throw line. She kicks it to Mojica. Mojica into Clay, then Clay to Cunningham. What a beautiful set of passes off of that assist. Cunningham puts it in, 71-50. Lady Eagles leading. 2 minutes left to play. Ashita's got it for the Dawgs. The Lady Dawgs, she drives the lane, puts up a shot, won't fall. Hargrove with the rebound. Bounce pass to Mojica on the right wing. And they get it in, then passed over to Muniz. And from Bolton to Muniz. Muniz drives the lane, puts it up, and draws the foul. As I think they're going to call that on 25 or Willis again. We'll see who they call that on. Maybe neither of them. So we'll see who they put that on. 21 on Pacheco. Yeah. So that is the 5th team foul.
So now Muniz will head to the line for the and one.
And
She's
Willis
got 12 points in the ball game.
Willis comes out for the Lady Dawgs, and Muniz at the line. Her first trip of the line, and no good. Bounces out, goes out of bounds, and last touch by Hobbs. So it's going to be Luna to inbound for the Lady Dawgs. Gets it to Cristiano. She's going to drive in, pull up. Too hard. Ashita with the rebound, and the putback no good, but she gets fouled on the way up. And this one, they are going to call the little hack foul. It's going to be the 7th team foul on Hobbs, and it's going to be on number 15, Mojica. That is her 3rd foul.
And that is the 7th team foul, so in the bonus now, although Ashita was shooting.
Ashita at the line. She's only missed 1 at the line today. It makes that one.
Darn it, I was hoping the announcer's curse was going to bite.
73-51 now. 22-point lead for Hobbs. The Lady Eagles really stretched it out in this 4th quarter. Second one up, and that's going to bounce and fall finally.
23 points now for Ashita.
73-52. As a minute 35 left to play. Hargrove with the ball. Gets it to Mojica on the left wing. Passes over to Muniz. And Muniz gets it. Oh, loses a handle on it. Falls down. And they're going to call a little push foul on her. They're going to call that on Cristiano.
So that'll be the 6th team foul. That'll be just the 2nd personal on Cristiano. It stays Hobbs basketball.
Right, it's on the floor. So the inbound comes near the scorer's table, and they're going to say
5-second violation.
5-second violation. I was waiting to see. There was some movement on the bench over there. I thought it might have been a timeout. So give it to the Lady Dawgs. And now it is a timeout. Yeah. So we'll take it, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And welcome back to Tasker Arena. It's Hobbs girls basketball on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan running camera, as this one is just about over. Just a little over a minute left to play in this one, and Hobbs girls are leading 73-52, a 21-point lead. They went into the 4th quarter with a 53-40 lead. They've really stretched things out here in this 4th quarter. They had Jayla David back, and their starters in for much of this quarter as they have really put on a dominating display, especially in the second half here. Lady Dawgs inbound. That's Pacheco. Bounce pass into Cristiano. She pulls up at the free throw line, tries a shot, won't fall. And it's 32 Balin with the rebound, and she gets fouled as she was going for the putback. And they're going to call that on Jayla David.
And no, I don't think
No?
so. That's from the last
the number
one.
30. That's on Desiree Bosquez, who's in the game for Hobbs.
Her second personal, 8-team foul on the Lady Eagles.
And Balin's at the line, her first trip. And she bricks the first one. She's got 4 points in the game to go along with 3 rebounds, I believe. And the second one is up, and that one finds the bottom of the net. 73-53, 20-point lead by Hobbs. 1:15 left to play. Hargrove with the ball across the timeline center court. Passing in, back out to Hargrove on the right corner. Hargrove getting worked on by Cristiano. And I think they're going to call Cristiano for the foul.
Yeah, they're going to get her on the block there. That'll be her third personal, 7th-team foul, and so Hobbs will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Yep, because it's 8th team foul. So Hargrove was all set to just inbound from the scorer's table, but she will go to the line as this is going to be another victory for Hobbs. It's going to put them at 15-2 on the season, and they'll have a little bit of a break before they play next. And Hargrove's shot is up and good.
Yeah, gets the front end of the 1-and-1, so she'll get the second one. Now 4 points in the books for Hargrove.
74-53 your score. 1:05 left to play. And the second shot, just her first trip to the line tonight. And second one is up, nothing but net, so good job. 75-53 now. Lady Dawgs will have it. They'll inbound from underneath the Hobbs basket, and that is Hargrove coming out of the game to some nice applause. And Cristiano takes the ball, bounce pass right in the lane to Balin. Point blank shot won't fall, and Hobbs with the rebound.
Bolton, her first rebound, checking in, seeing some time here late.
And they bring it across the timeline, get it to Clay. Clay passes it back. Bounce pass in the lane, and then back to Clay. She puts it up and in. Nice work. Again, good assist. And 2 more points for Clay, 77-53. Lady Dawgs with the ball. Cristiano brings it down, pulls up, little 10-foot jumper, and it goes in. Nice. 77-55 now. Back to a 22-point lead. And the ball, and Ashida fouls out. She gets called. I was looking to see him, thinking that's what was happening. So her 5th foul, fouls out of the game, but she's got a lot of points and rebounds.
Yeah, 23 points and 7 boards. And it'll put Zepeda at the line for the 1-and-1.
Zepeda, she has 3 points in the game and a rebound. And that's up and no good. Bounces out. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. I think Cristiano touched it last. But no,
they're going to say Muniz got it last.
They're going to say Hobbs touched it last, so it'll be the Lady Dawgs ball. 77-55, 24 seconds left to play in this one. Cristiano brings it down. Drives in, right side. Leaves it off for Pacheco. Pacheco drives around the arc. Gives it to Luna. Luna fighting against Hobbs. Cristiano looking for room. And a pass into Willis, and she loses the handle on it, and Clay picks it up. Clay driving down in the lane, puts up a little jumper. Oh, it doesn't fall. She gets her own rebound, though, and time expires as the final score here, 77-55. Hobbs winning against Las Cruces High. We'll be back with your post-game show to wrap this one up from Tasker Arena. It's Hobbs Girls Basketball on Eagle 100.5, HobbsAmerica.com, and Lee County News and Sports YouTube. And welcome back to Tasker Arena, where the Hobbs girls victorious tonight over Las Cruces High. Final score is 77-55. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, Jonathan on camera, and you've been enjoying this on Eagle 100.5.
Hobbs America. Max in studio.
That's right, Max in studio, producing and engineering. Max, I'm sorry, I keep leaving you out, and I don't mean to. Lee County News and Sports YouTube, another place where you're watching and listening. We appreciate that. So 77-55 final score. It was 17-16 after the first, 35-25 at the half, 53-40 at the end of the third, and of course final score 77-55, Hobbs leading the whole way. The only contention was really in that first quarter. It was a little back and forth, a little bit slow, but Lady Eagles took that 1-point lead into that second quarter. Here's how we got there. Your leading scorer for Las Cruces, Ashida, with 23.7 rebounds. Then you had Cristiano with 13 points, 1 rebound. You had Balin with 5 points, 3 rebounds. You had Willis with 4 points, 1 rebound. Pacheco with 6 points, 3 rebounds. And Luna with 2 points and 2 rebounds. And
for Cruces, they go 15 of 19 from the free throw line on the night. Only 18 rebounds as a team. Ashida with most of those, as you mentioned, with 7 of those. Las Cruces turning the ball over 14 times tonight. 16 in the first, 9 in the second, and then 15 in each the third and the fourth.
And for Hobbs, your leading scorer tonight, although scoring was a really balanced game, and Hobbs girls doing a good job spreading it around, but you had 20 points for Mojica and 2 rebounds to go with that, 16 points for Cunningham and 8 rebounds and 2 assists. You also had Brett Clay with 12 points and 13 rebounds. She had a double-double tonight in a really good game. Also, Jayla David ended up with 9 points and 9 rebounds, and she didn't even play for one entire quarter. She was out that third quarter because of an injury that happened right before the half, but she came in and finished up strong for the Lady Eagles. Also, tonight, 3 points, 2 rebounds for Cepeda. You have Hargrove with 5 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. You also had a couple of assists for Cunningham that I didn't mention. And Muniz ended up with 12 points. She had 2 trays in that 12 points. And Bolton had a rebound. The Lady Eagles.
And the Lady Eagles, pretty good night from the charity stripe. They go 9 of 13 from the free throw line. They dominated on the boards, 42 rebounds as a team. As you mentioned, Clay leading the way with 13 rebounds. Jayla David, just not far behind with 9 rebounds. But, Hobbs way out rebounding, 42-18 in the rebounding category. They did turn the ball over 13 times. Now, that's something they're probably going to want to work on just a little bit. They score 17 in the first, 18 in the second, 18 in the third, and 24 in that fourth and deciding quarter.
And they turned it over how many times total?
13.
13, all right.
So won that battle 13-14.
All right. So good game, nice win for the Hobbs girls. They go up 15-2 on the season right now. They will stay number 1 in 5A, of course. Up next for them, they were supposed to have played on Tuesday the 17th, but it will be they won't be in action until Friday the 20th against Artesia here at Tasker Arena. They'll start district on the 24th at Roswell, and Las Cruces falls to 10-4 with this loss. They were ranked 7th in 5A, probably not going to move too much with this loss. It's still a solid season going on for them.
Well, it certainly is. And, this is a team with Las Cruces coming in here. My grandmother is a Las Cruces High alum. So
she was born.
She was born and raised in Mesilla, but went to Las Cruces. But that's a team that can grow and, could, make a pretty good run. We might see them again in the playoffs. I think it's pretty likely that that could happen.
Definitely.
And for Hobbs, they got to keep doing what they're doing.
And we will be doing our thing with them. So we will be here at Tasker Arena next Friday for the game. And Jonathan, thank you very much for running camera tonight. Good job. We appreciate that. Max, good backup in studio for producing and engineering tonight. For TJ Miracle, I'm Dawn Morgan. Thanks very much to all of our sponsors. Again, NMR Pipeline, for Thriftway and La Tienda, Hydrotech Services, Coffee House, RMS Foods, Outlaw Grill, Albertsons Market, and Eunice Pump and Supply. And that's it. We'll put a wrap on it for tonight. Congratulations again to Coach Joe Carpenter and the Lady Eagles on their win tonight, 77-55 against Las Cruces High. And that's it from Tasker Arena. Good night.